Welcome everyone to one another episode on the IPL. Here we are tracking the progress of RCB in special, but also the progress of IPL. And today joining me we have Vishal, Abhishek, Balu, and Karthik. Say hi, guys. We are 18 matches into this IPL, and slowly you see that the tables are forming smaller groups and discussing what are the fortunes of some teams which we didn't think would be in their position, and also the misfortunes of some teams which are on the bottom of the table. Let us discuss all with the panel today. Let's start off with the pain. Let's get it over with Abhi. Your thoughts on the latest RCB defeats? It's now two defeats at home, one defeat away, only one win. What are your thoughts?
I guess RCB are known for setting new records. So when you look at the starting of IPL, they were probably the first team to lose at home, and then they became the first team to lose two matches at home.
Um,
So they're probably a trendsetter. That's what I could say at this moment, looking at the positive from
only,
a different angle.
only in the negative way trendsetter, but yeah. Pitch is not suiting us. What do you think, Balu?
Pitch is not suiting in the sense like we cannot say that because KKR did a very good bowling. When Virat Kohli, being an experienced guy who could not play those things, who could not finish the game, and looking at the LSG match also, they could not play the Yadav bowling. So I don't see that there is an issue with the pitch. It's the issue with our bowling coach and our bowling team. The main bowler Siraj is not hitting the deck and is not getting the amount of wickets what we are looking at. I guess that is the place where we have to work on it, and we have to work mostly on that part so that we could come up with because Chinnaswamy Stadium is a small ground, and we see that the others are doing very well from the other than the home team. I think the bowlers are not putting their 100% effort. That is what I hope.
I think the margins of error are limited. Let's move up. Karthik. So CSK, two victories and then two losses. What's happening there?
So that two losses technically doesn't bother much is what I feel. Okay. That do happens, and I don't feel any kind of major changes in the team which is actually been required. Yes, one point is concerning that they could score at least some 60 to 70 runs in power play, so
Hmm.
that will be good actually. Like rather than scoring some 40 or 40 odd. That's one part where I feel ultimately like yesterday's match was SRH team struggled to play those spinners of CSK. Bowling department, I would say Tushar Deshpande last match he has bowled really well. Again, then yesterday's match he screwed up a bit. So it's okay. Like that do happens,
Early
and
tournament.
that doesn't change the CSK's position in the table also. So yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
But there are much more crucial, important matches and 10 more matches to be played by CSK.
uh,
So
uh,
probably,
I,
yeah.
I like your thought process. Any worries with the
Yeah.
batting unit actually, because they've struggled two matches now, and I think their lower
Yeah.
mid order
So,
is not really clicking.
yeah, the scoring rate is actually a bit low, I feel. They can score runs a bit faster, what I would say. Shivam Dubey is perfectly all right. Like the way he plays and his strike rate is really good, actually. Uh, Jadeja should improve a bit in terms of batting, is what I feel. Or else they can, bring in Moeen Ali than Daryl Mitchell. So Moeen Ali could actually, contribute to spin and even I would say and he can bat a bit explosively than Daryl Mitchell. He would take a bit less time. That's it. Nothing major changes. So again, it depends upon the wicket. So if the wicket is a proper pace bowling track, then Daryl Mitchell could help. If it's a spin wicket, then of course Moeen Ali is much needed. So you can like swap between these two players.
Okay. Spoken like a CSK fan who knows to keep it calm and composed. Let's move to the heavy hitters, top of the table leaders, KKR. Vishal, how the mighty have risen. Let's put it the other way around here. And yeah, your thoughts on you guys sitting pretty at top.
Yeah, it's been a good start by KKR so far. 3 games into the tournament, 2 away games, and we won both of them. So yeah, we slowly ticking all the boxes, but still a long way to go in the tournament. We have an important game coming up on Monday against CSK in Chennai, where we won only 2 times in the past. So yeah, let's see how we play in Chennai on Monday. But coming with respect to the table itself, the common trend that I see is power hitting. So if you see the first 2 weeks of the tournament, all the surfaces have been good for batting. You expect a Chennai wicket or a Kolkata wicket to have a bit of turn, but they have been super flat. Bangalore has been a bit tacky in the first innings, but if you see the top 3 hitters in the tournament so far, they have been KKR, SRH, and LSG, and they are at the top ends of the table. And what I'm seeing here is the first 6 overs, teams are capitalizing on hitting maximum sixes. It's more on hitting sixes and clearing the ground rather than hitting fours or rotating the strike. That's what I've been observing in the first 2 weeks where the wickets are fresh. I assume this will change as we move ahead in the tournament when the wicket gets lower. The only aberration is with Rajasthan Royals. They've hit only 24 sixes, but that's got to do with them playing 2 games at Savai Mansingh Stadium, and the stadium is very big, right? So in stadiums like Chinnaswamy, Chennai, and Kolkata, even Hyderabad to a certain extent, a lot of sixes have been hit, and that's the trend that I'm seeing. So people, so the teams are attacking in the power play with respect to your batting and taking the game away. And just for what happened yesterday, SRH in the first 6 overs technically won the game, right? Abhishek Sharma just got out of the blocks and hit more sixes than CSK did, and that's where the game was won and lost. So that's the trend that I'm seeing in this current IPL so far.
It's just the cameos of even 30 runs with just 12 balls. These are really changing the games, actually. And I like your analysis overall. But on KKR themselves, do you think they're ticking all the box too quickly? Maybe is that a worry that they sustain it for the season?
Well, it's the first time ever in the history of KKR we have won 3 continuous games, the first 3 games of an IPL. So yeah, it's been a good start. The good thing about KKR is if you see, even though we have won 3 games in the tournament, we don't have anyone in the top 5 leaders of the orange cap or purple cap. It's been a team contribution so far, right? And Narayan has been giving the starts. Venkatesh Iyer has come and chipped in. You have other players giving a cameo of say 10 ball 30 or 15 ball 40. So it's been a team effort. Bowling is still something that we can still improve, but we are not reliant on one single individual so far, which is very good for us moving forward in the tournament.
It's a good point. The only one I have not missed so far coming good is your captain. So I'm sure he will also come good soon. So maybe a fourth win coming on Monday.
Hopefully.
Let's go around and ask so far your let's say the find of the IPL or the moment of IPL that you guys really enjoyed. Abhi, you can begin.
Find, I would probably say it's Abhishek Sharma. He was doing really well for DC also, but was not sent up the order. SRH realized his potential and they've utilized him, and his role is very clear. They've defined his role perfectly. He's just taking on the bowlers in power play, like Vishal rightly mentioned. It's not the intent of scoring boundaries, it's the intent of scoring sixes, right? So, and it's so clear on that. Doesn't matter who the bowler is, who the opposition is, and those stats, that's why you're seeing scores like 270 getting breached. on a
And
weekly basis.
and
Right?
when
So
he plays along with head, it's insane. You don't know whom to bowl to what, and that's
exactly. Head. I guess for SRH in terms of head coming into the playing 11 changed the whole equation because he's an attacking player.
yeah,
And if you look at what he did in the 277 game, he started off with flurry of boundaries,
yeah,
and then Abhishek Sharma took over it. Right? So you need some kind of uh, intent from one person which will probably get transferred to the other another. So for me the find at the moment is Abhishek Sharma. I hope he continues, but being a bowler I am someone who would love to
let's
see
move to someone else. Abhi.
yeah, but just because I took a batsman's name, I'm eager with Mohit Yadav, right? So let's see. I'll give a chance for other to talk, but yeah, Mohit Yadav and Abhishek Sharma.
Mayank Yadav. Let's see.
Okay, Mayank
Thank you.
Yadav. Sorry.
Okay, Karthik. Your yeah, 270 plus games. What are your moments of the IPL so far?
Two,
Two
270 plus,
270
yeah.
plus games. Yeah, like that. What are your moments?
Uh, yeah. So, see, coming to the match, which is of, I would say, MI versus SRH, so which happened on Hyderabad, so which was a really a high scoring game.
Yeah,
And also the recent match of KKR versus I guess what was the team like DC,
DC. Yeah,
uh, where again a score of 270 was being hit. So I feel it was a close match for like actually Mumbai Indians could actually have won the match. They have just lost by 30 runs. I was hoping for at least a 120 or 130 runs of victory by scoring that respective, and KKR did that.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I think
so yeah, so that was really a good part for KKR. But yeah, Hyderabad, yes, they do batted well, and also, of course, so the pitch was like that. Hence, they were able to force that respective total, is what I feel.
yeah.
Because the same effort was not from the, I would say, the bowlers. Even they gave off the runs.
Hmm.
But as far as KKR DC match was being concerned, the KKR has really bowled well, and stopped them a lot to their best actually.
Okay. All right.
Karthik,
Yeah.
I guess the roads in Vizag in your street are not good because all the tar has been used for the stadium.
That's a good one. Roads in many places are not good, Abhi, I think. Anyway, Vishal, any mentions on players or matches, any close matches that you found interesting?
I think the first game, KKR vs SRH, was super close. Really like the way how Ashit Rana bowled the last over. So that's probably the standout match for me. And being a KKR fan, first match of the season, last over. So yeah, that was super intense. Coming to a couple of players from my end, I wanted to take Mayank Yadav's name, but it's already been taken by Abhi. So two additional players that I want to mention here are Riyan Parag.
Yeah.
He's been on the radar for the last 5, 6 years, and the way he's been playing this year, well, it's amazing to watch, and it's good for Indian cricket moving
I'm a bit
forward.
afraid of that name coming up later today, actually. It's
Yeah, so yeah, he's been playing really well, and yeah, at number 4, striking the ball really well. And the second player is someone who we all know really well, Rishabh Pant. 1 year out of the game, coming back, 2 back-to-back half centuries, and his keeping has also been really good. DC is not performing well, but as a player, it's important that he gets back to his group because he's an important player for India moving forward. So these are
I,
the two players
I thought his
I've been
innings.
really impressed with.
I thought his innings against KKR was actually quite a nice one. Some
Yeah.
cameo 48 from 20-ish balls or something like that, and I found that very, very interesting to see him play those weird flick shots once again. It was yeah, it was very cool. Uh, let's end this round with Balu. Your thoughts on the IPL so far?
I think Mayank Prabhu Yadav, the wicket which he took, Cameron Green, he was completely stunned by the ball which he got. Being an Australian player who was not able to understand the bounce what he got, and he was on the back foot where he could not think like whether I should be playing front foot or the back foot. That wicket was really the moment for me because I'm being a fast bowler. I look in that perspective like taking a wicket that to bails off at that moment would be the one of the like the proud moment for
He
a fast bowler.
he has single-handedly made watching LSG bowl fun, I would say.
Yes.
Every LSG match, I'm waiting for when he gets the ball like at the moment.
Uh, yeah, and the another moment was the where he where he totally changed the game of the RCB against the when we were playing against LSG, where he took all the 3 wickets of uh, even Maxwell also. He was also not able to play that ball, and Cameron Green was one of the highlighted moments at that point. So he
Yeah.
bowled pretty well, where he took up the match from us. I think that is one of the.
I found that yeah, Maxwell taking on bowlers at the wrong time is hurting us quite a bit. He's getting into awkward positions and giving away his wicket quite cheaply. And in the middle of the order, it's more than his runs, his presence is sometimes enough that the opposition feels, oh, this guy can single-handedly chase it. The fact that he has not lasted the number of minutes he should be, I think that's also a worry factor. But let's move on to the game this evening. RCB versus RR. It's the Royals clashing in yeah, Jaipur. So it's also the Royal City. The pink one, since Avi are having some pink background, maybe you can take this one. Your thoughts? What are your expectations? Another RCB loss, or are we gonna have an away victory?
Uh, the day RCB plays, we wake up with a new hope, uh, irrespective of what has happened the previous night. And it has been the story for last 16 years. So I would definitely not write them off. Like you rightly mentioned, the presence of someone like Maxwell, who everyone knows can take the game away, right? So we hope it happens. And the problem is we are not having a collective performance. Instead, we're having a collective failure. So if they're able to click at the right time, this is a strong team to beat, especially in terms of batting. But the scary moment for me is someone like Sanju Samson, because he has always come good against RCB, and he is a legend of IPL, no matter which where he's playing. So I'm scary of Sanju Samson more than say Rian Parag or Joss Butler or anyone else for that matter. So in terms of the key battle, I would say it is Sanju Samson who we'll have to look up for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also interested. I thought someone of you may also mention Ashwin coming in at 3 down in the weird things that have happened this IPL. Just to go and have a talk. Um, Balu, your thoughts on our 11? Should we do some kind of changes?
Yeah, I guess we have to do some changes. I guess Virat Kohli should come one down. That will be more balanced than he playing at the top order because I don't see anyone who is clicking in the middle order. Not even the foreign players like Maxwell Green who is not clicking. So I guess Virat Kohli should, who is in current form, who is like the nearly the orange cap holder. So that's why I guess Virat Kohli should come down. That will be a little bit balanced.
It's
He's a
interesting that
contender for
the one
orange cap.
who's scoring, you want them to come down.
Because I want someone to be like someone like Anuj or some other who is a left-hander batsman could start with fast so that Virat Kohli can take some time and settle himself. Because down the order we are depending too much upon Dinesh Karthik to finish the game,
Hmm.
and we are seeing the foreign players are not. Cameron Green, he is not switching. Maxwell, he is getting out for a simple things that is not acceptable for anyone. I think he is also not acceptable for that thing. So I guess there should be some changes. And bowling, I think we should bring in the Karnataka boy, not as an impact player, as a 11 player, so that some changes could bring into the team and hope for a win today.
I thought Reece Topley actually did well against LSG. Yeah, a lack of Vaishak in LSG against LSG was felt. I felt, and Cameron Green with the ball didn't really do too much in that game. Maybe we are overestimating some people's skills, but it's a game. It's just a day. Moving on to RR strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, representing. Yeah, it's tough to have a RR fan here. So maybe Karthik, you guys can take that up. What should RCB be afraid of from RR? You're on mute, Karthik.
Yeah, I'm audible now.
Yeah, no,
So
you're.
the form of Jaiswal is currently concerning. So he might come on form with RCB's bowling attack. So we never know. So we never know. And
Sorry.
even if they take some quick wickets, they have impact players such as Roman Powell, so which is a very hard hitter. He's a very hard hitter, and also Shimran Hitmar is also there. So these people might might affect RCB. I would say, like even if they pick up some 2 to 3 quick wickets, they should be careful. And of course, as far as spin department is been concerned, Ashwin and Maxwell is always, I would say, a difficult. Maxwell has always felt Ashwin as a difficult bowler in terms of spin attack. Though Maxwell is a good spin player, but for Ashwin, he always gets caught out. So that's where a bit concerning. Like I have a bit fear.
Right.
That's it.
And Vishal, you already mentioned Rian, but do you think the other match winners for RR this
Yeah, a
match?
couple of matchups that I want to talk about. Sandeep Sharma has an awesome record against Virat Kohli. I'm not sure whether Sandeep will play today, but whenever he's played, he has a very good record. And with respect to RR, I think they have one of the best balanced teams in the IPL. They have 5 quality bowlers who can bowl anywhere, anytime in any phase of the 20 overs. So it's not going to be easy for RCB. And as mentioned by Karthik, Jaiswal is not in form and Butler is also not in form. So that's sort of the only worry from an RR perspective. But if they get going, it might be a challenge for RCB to contain RR with the batting lineup that they have. So these are the things that I'm looking out for. And as Balu mentioned, I think that's an interesting idea, Virat playing at number 3. You mentioned that Virat is the one scoring runs, but I think from an RCB perspective, you need to look at the team balance and not an individual. I was earlier in the video, I was talking about six hitting abilities. Cameron Green is someone who can hit sixes in the power play. So maybe push him up, open the batting with Faf, and then Virat can control the innings in the middle overs. And then you have Maxwell and DK to finish. So I think that's something that RCB can look at, but I don't think Virat will come at one down looking at it. I think he will still open, but it's something that they can look at moving forward in the tournament.
I think 3 years from now in the news after the new auction, still Virat will be opening for RCB. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? We're talking of Virat at one down. Faf is not doing great. Why not Faf be pushed to one down instead of Virat? Right? Also, it's an unpopular opinion that I would still say drop Faf and get someone like Will Jacks, because even though Maxwell and Green are not performing well, but they at least give you those bowling options. So if at all there's a change which can be done in terms of batting lineup, maybe Faf can be pushed to one down. He has done that many times for South Africa and also for CSK. So that's an option as well.
It's a very left field choice, but Avi is already talking about dropping the captain. It's interesting where RCB has already gone.
Because I'm always against having a foreigner as captain, no matter which team. Even though RCB is my favorite team, but I'm always against a foreigner. No offense to them because they're holding up on spot, right? So that is why I always prefer an Indian captain, no matter who it is. Sadly for RCB, we don't have anyone apart from say Virat Kohli, and also DK is playing his last season, so there's no future there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask you. So if you drop Fab, who captains for RCB?
Maxwell is the official
Maxwell
vice
is the-
captain. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And I also support
That was some interesting ideas to hear from the panel here. Let us know what your thoughts are. Will RCB win against RR? We will find out by end of today. So thank you for joining us. This is Akshay signing out from Clueless Insanity. Bye.